everyone, it's Louise with Louise McCare. Hope everyone out there is doing good. Just continuing to play around here, and I did some crazy playing around this morning. I was messing around with some swipes, trying different combinations and different sequences, and one of the things I did is I added another cell activator. So I want to start expanding, maybe use this different cell activator, and this one is Amsterdam's Sky Blue Light. So I've mixed it up like I've mixed all the others. So here it is. It's the same American Floetrol recipe. So I hope you can see the consistency. Everything is a little thicker because that's my bloom recipe. I've got my acetate swipers, and these are pretty stiff. These are stiffer than, say, some of my other ones. I actually have different thicknesses. This is not as stiff. This one's stiffer. And I want to use my stiffer ones for the bloom recipe because this is thicker paint and I need to drive it through. And now one thing I'm going to do differently on this one, because I'm going through a confetti withdrawal. If you remember confetti, here's my confetti, and she should be going to a new home soon. We'll see. I'm going to lay down my colors a little differently this time. And I have a bunch of colors. That's why I don't even have them out here. I have 10 colors today, and I'll call them out as I go. But on confetti, I kind of just drizzled them all on top of each other. This time I'm going to try something a little different. And you'll see. I'll just come back and... So I'm just going to show you what I'm going to do instead of telling you, because you're going to see me doing it anyway. So, and I have my multi-pro. And I think that's it. Gonna get started here. I'll be down in a minute. I'm gonna start laying the paint out, and we'll start laying the colors down. Okay, be back in a second. All right, so I poured it down, my pillow paint. And by the way, I did tape the back of this canvas. As you might see, if I tilt it high enough. Nope. Wow. Why are there so many air bubbles? All right. I know I'm going to get it off the sides once I'm spinning, so I'm not too worried about getting the side. First color is Caput Mortem Violet. I'm going to just start in the middle, hopefully. Find my middle. All right, everyone, so I'm going to double time through this section. I apologize for laying down the paint with the popsicle stick because it does take longer, but I wanted to make sure I had better control over the placement and the amount I'm putting down. So this is Amsterdam's Caput Mortem Violet I'm putting down first. And what you're going to see here in the way I'm laying down the paint is that I'm going to work it from the inside out. This is Liquitex's Cadmium Yellow. Now you'll see that I'm putting 2 stripes, one on either side of the Mortem Violet, and then I'll keep building out from the center with stripes of each next color as I go. And I'll chime in as we go. And this is Golden's High Flow Fluorescent Pink with some titanium white. And this is Golden's High Flow Dioxazine Purple. And this is Prism Pores Violet Rose. So the thinking here is having the colors separate from each other. The idea is that I have more defined color and less mixing as this thing swipes from the inside out. Now this color is Artist Loft Metallic Blue. Yeah, and I'm hoping I'm going to get cells from the interaction of the paints with each other as well as with the cell activator. Now this is Deco Arts Festive Green. And this is Liquitex's Bright Aqua Green. And this is Amsterdam's Bluish Green. And this is Deco Arts 24 karat gold with Golden's iridescent gold. And I am squiggling this around so that it does spread evenly over all the colors. Okay. Give it a quick spin. Looks like I'm a little high on one side. Let's bring it back. Bring it back before we start. Get my cell activator ready to go here. All right, we're spread. We're fairly centered. I'm gonna start with my big eye, my biggin. And my sequence is going to be white, blue, black. And I hope you're able to see. Let me adjust this a little bit. So I'm over here. And there's a hair right in the middle of it. White, blue, and then the black. Okay, the first is going to be really revelatory. Splattered on. All right, so here we go. There it is. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. And I dragged my finger through it, if you can see that. It's like, come on, really? Okay, so since I've started over here, let me go ahead and continue over there. Let's get one of my smaller ones. You know what? You go with the flow. So the first swipe, as you noticed, I did on real time, so you could see the pace at which I pulled it through the paint. But now I've picked up the pace and double timed, and what you're going to see me doing here very soon is cutting out, layering the cell activator, and also wiping the swiper each time, just to save time, because this was a long video. But every time I'm doing the same sequence, I'm putting the white cell activator, then the blue, and then on top of that, the black. And then I'm starting from the center, which is the Caput Mortem Violet, and I'm pulling through to each end. So I'm going to do the same thing every time, same sequence, and I will be alternating the size of the swiper occasionally, depending on what size I'm going to need for the painting. But yeah, you'll see. So I'll be quiet and pipe in when I need to. So some of you may be wondering why I don't just take a big piece of paper towel and run it through the whole thing at once and just do 2 swipes, boom, boom, done. That would make a nice short video. But I don't want to do it that way. I want to create something that has varying sizes, not exactly the same from one side to the other, and have it look a little more, I don't know, visually interesting by having such variation from side to side and size to size. So it's just a choice. At least for this one, that is. And especially the newer people that haven't watched me so much, I will start with the larger sized swiper and then work myself smaller until I can get right down to the nooks and crannies with some really like 1/8 inch size swipers as I go. And I just feel a little more involved when I create something like this. It's a little more hands-on, so to speak. And basically, you're creating it and building it as it goes. Right here where it jumps, I take about 2 minutes and I'm looking over this composition and I'm trying to figure out, do I like the gaps in the middle or not, and debate whether to put a whole swipe through or what. And so what I end up doing is what you see. I'm pulling out the palette knife and I'm just extending from the center where the Caput Mortem Violet is, and I'm just pulling down from the center through where the gaps are, and I'm doing it in varying lengths. Sometimes I'm going all the way to the end, and sometimes I'm just going part way, just to make it more interesting. And also to have the center become more part of the swiped areas as well. I think we're ready to spin because I have got to get this paint moving. I love it. So here I take a moment to make sure all the sides are covered, and I'm going to skip ahead here because you can see what I'm doing. I think it's done. This is really neat. There she is, folks. I'm really gonna have to cut this video down. I'm really happy with this. Wow, very cool. So I want to say thank you to all that have stayed with me throughout this video. And I'm really happy with this guy. And I love the way these colors interacted and didn't interact. I think it's vibrant and it just reminds me of a winery for some reason. I've got to try to think of a name that's going to go with it. So anyway, thank you for stopping by. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit the bell and you'll get all my latest videos. All right, everyone. Thanks a lot. Take care, and we'll see you next time.